Hello, bonjour. De jour en jour, à l'heure, unité 2, leçon 4, page 56 à 59. De jour en jour, l'heure. Un rendez-vous. Jean-Paul and Stephanie are sitting in a cafe. Stephanie seems to be in a hurry to leave. She asks, Quelle heure est-il? Il est 3 heures. 3 heures? Oui, 3 heures. Oh là là, j'ai un rendez-vous avec David dans 20 minutes. Au revoir, Jean-Paul. Au revoir, Stephanie. À bientôt. Just so you know, a rendezvous is a date. Avec means with, and à bientôt means see you later. Pour communiquer, to talk about the time, the question is going to be, Quelle heure est-il? Repeat after me. Quelle heure est-il? And you would answer with il est. So let's look at the times here. Il est 1 heure. Il est 2 heures. Il est 3 heures. Il est 4 heures. Il est 5 heures. Il est 6 heures. Il est 7 heures. Il est 8 heures. Il est 9 heures. Il est 10 heures. Il est 11 heures. Il est midi, it is midday or noon. Il est minuit, it is midnight. So, although o'clock may be left out in English, the expression heure must be used in French when giving the time. So it's 10 or it's 10 o'clock. Il est 10 heures. To distinguish between AM and PM, the French use the following expressions. Du matin, in the morning, de l'après-midi, in the afternoon, du soir, in the evening. So if you look, après means after, and midi is noon, afternoon. Oui? Note the pronunciation. In telling time, the number and the word heure are linked together. Remember, in French, the letter H is always silent. 1 heure, 2 heures, 3 heures, etc. Just like with the word euro. So, if you ask, to refer to clock time, the French use the word heure, as in quelle heure est-il? To talk about time in general sense, you use the word temps, like nous avons le temps, we have time. À quelle heure est le film? Stephanie and David decide to go to a movie. Stephanie says, quelle heure est-il? David says, il est 3h30. Stephanie asks, et à quelle heure est le film? À 4h15. Stephanie says, ça va, nous avons le temps. That's okay, we have time. How to ask about at what time something is scheduled. So the question is going to be, à quelle heure est? At what time is? À quelle heure est le concert? At what time is the concert? Le concert est à 8 heures. The concert is at 8 o'clock. How to say that you have an appointment or a date? J'ai un rendez-vous. I have an appointment or a date. Okay? And this could be like a date with a friend, a date to meet someone, an appointment with the doctor's office, anything like that. How to indicate the minutes? Il est 10h10, 10 hours 10. Il est 6h25, 6:25. Il est 7h35, 7:35. Il est 2h52. Because most people tend to use digital watches and clocks, we tend to not say things like 8 minutes to 10 or 8 minutes of 3, 25 of 8, that sort of stuff. So it is okay to say things like 2h52. How to indicate the half hour and the quarter hours. So the word for quarter is quart. Quart. And it looks like quart, but it's pronounced quart. So un quart means and the quarter. Il est 1h15. Et demi means the half. Il est 2h30. Moins le quart is quarter of. Il est 3 heures moins le quart, minus the quarter hour. minus the quarter hour. Exercises 3 and 4, we're going to practice giving the times in class together. It would be a very good idea to practice ahead of time to make sure that you know how to say things like 45, etc. By the way, when you're writing the time, the little h here stands for heure, and it corresponds to the colon that's used in English. See the little h? And also to remember, match de football is going to be soccer, because U.S. football is le football américain. Exercises 5 and 6 we're going to do together in class to practice. So I hope that you've got a good idea how to tell time in French. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's kind of the same as in English, but you do need to practice. Au revoir.